Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, that was so weird. This is so weird.
It has been a long time. It's been a very long time.
Hold on, I gotta adjust my mic a little bit.
Come on, you didn't do that before. Well,
There you go.
I can hear everything. Everything is being adjusted in there.
Anyways,
this
is so weird.
I think this is episode 24.
Okay.
I think this is episode 24. And we have recorded for 3 months. 3 months.
That's honestly not that long for like a hiatus.
It's pretty long. It's pretty long when nobody knew you in the first place. It's pretty long.
I mean,
it's pretty long.
I feel like.
But this time, I make sure, when I was coming back, I made sure. Just hold on, you're ruining the whole little story that I'm trying to put.
Is it not obvious that there's a camera?
Yes, but you have to put like a little story to it. You have to put it. So when we were recording episode 23, I was talking about all the plans that I wanted to do with the podcast. And what I wanted to do, like eventually, like we were gonna take like a little break until I got everything done. It took a little bit.
I mean, yeah, it's really expensive.
It took a little bit, but we're finally on camera. I got the lighting, I got the camera, I got everything else. Eventually, we're gonna have a nice little sign, saying amateurish in the background. But that's not happening yet because we already had everything here. So I was like, I want to record. Like it's been too long without recording.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are finally officially on video, and this is going to be going on YouTube, and that's going to be officially there. And then finally the Patreon is going to grow the way that it's going to grow.
Yeah, we have some plans. We're doing some stuff.
Yeah, like we're going on a little vacay, and now we're starting to vlog everything now. So all of that is going to be on the Patreon. Rated VZ is finally going to be an actual like thing. I'm going to have a nice little background going on in that, talking about nice everything entertainment wise, movies.
Hey, and we can actually start our book club.
So here's the thing that happened while we were gone. So I bought, I think, 182 comic books.
Yeah. Crickets.
183 comic books. Holy shit.
Yeah, so we kind of got like first of all, he found this really cute comic book store by our house.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, he was like, "Hey, babe, let's just go in here. Let's just take a look."
I think I went by myself first. I went by myself first because the thing is, I used to read comic books when I was in high school, but it was from the library, so I never owned comic books. And then in Long Island, I bought like a series of the Batman, the Scott Snyder Batman, which is good. And that's how like I was trying to introduce myself into comic books again. But then I was like, no, I read books, and I let it go again. And then here I watched a show called Invincible, which is an Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that's what sparked it.
That's what sparked it, because it was originally a comic book, and then they made it into a show, and the show was so good that I was like, I wonder, because always the original source is better. It's better than the show. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I have to watch. And then I found out there was 144 issues of that motherfucking comic book. So it was... And
Vlad being Vlad, he goes all in.
So it was 144 issues of that comic book, and I was like, I have to read this story because it's dope. I heard it's crazy, and the show was crazy, and I've been trying to make you watch it, but yeah, now they're getting the yawns now in the video, by the way. So there you go.
I'm getting caught flipping.
So I was like, when I talk too much and then you yawn, they'll see it now. So there you go. But yeah, and then I saw the freaking issues, and then I bought all the freaking volumes. There's like 24 total volumes of the freaking comic books, and I bought them all, and I read them all, and it was a great, amazing story. And then out of that, there was a birth of 160 other comic books. That I'm reading right now, The Weatherman, which is freaking nuts. It's about this freaking guy who gets blamed of killing I think it was 14 billion people, 18 billion people. He gets blamed by killing 18 billion. These are cool stories, and I'm gonna be talking about more in Rated BZ. Obviously, they're not here because it's amateurish, but I'll be talking about more there, which is, cool. That I'll be talking about 180 something comic books now in the future. So,
plus you have other books too.
Yes,
like you have like the actual,
I have a library basically over here. It's basically a comic book. It looks like a comic book store in the section of the comic books, and then like a library in the section of the books.
Yeah, and then I my love for like reading came back because of like book talk.
It's kind of weird.
It's kind of stupid. I don't know what to focus on more. Like,
but we're not supposed to focus on that. That's just on us, and then we just talk. It's weird. It's gonna get used to it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but whatever. But yeah, like I used to love reading, and then it like completely went away for like years. I just couldn't finish one book. Like it was just too much for me. No matter what the story was, like I just couldn't focus on it. And then Book Talk came along and ruined my fucking life because I bought a lot of books.
The amount of books that we both bought,
but it's a good like.
The amount of the amount of books that we both between us bought, like, is kind of ridiculous.
Because I kind of got into comic books first, like before like buying all these books. Like I got
and I got her into comic books. That was the thing too, that you were like, at first you always shut down the shit that I'm doing, like at first.
And you too, bro. You're like, oh, this just sucks. Bro, I'm watching a show right now. It's called In the Dark. You guys should watch it. It's on Netflix. It's so good. But like,
but the thing was, you were talking mad shit to me. You were like, oh, comic books, I would never read a comic book. That's not for me. That's whack. And I'm like, I'm telling you, they're fun. They're literally movies and shows and in a book. Like,
well, but graphic. I was really ignorant when it came to it. Like, I literally just thought it was all
cartoony,
oh,
you thought it was superhero type shit.
Yeah,
but there's like plenty of like different.
Yeah, like I already read, like, one of my favorites is like Snot Girl, which is about this girl that, basically is like, it kind of like is like crime-ish related, but like also social media. So I liked it. It was pretty good. But yeah.
So you see, I that was the whole birth of freaking comic books. That they have horror comic books that are interesting. I think I got you the horror one, the Harrow thing, but I got you the second volume. You gotta get the first volume to be able to read it. But it was basically like freaking witches who get hanged. It's crazy. But it's just a lot of shit.
Kind of like the Salem witch trials, or
I don't think it is that, but it's something like that. Like I saw like the graphic of literally them hanging the girl, and she's laughing, like she's like laughing with blood, like, and being hanged. So I was like, that looks pretty intense. I forgot you see, you're just yawning. I forgot the name of it though.
Harrow County.
Harrow County. There you go. That's the name.
Said that already. But yeah,
I say Harrow something, but I didn't say the name.
Then I started ACOTAR, like the ACOTAR series, which if you guys like fantasy, it's a really good series. Don't look at them.
Look at me. Like,
I don't know why I keep looking over there.
Look at me, sweetheart.
I could look over there too, bro.
Yeah, you can, but it's weird because then you're disconnecting from me and talking to them.
Okay, whatever.
And it's just like, I thought I was special, but whatever.
Okay.
Anyways, you're reading mad books.
Yeah, so
you're reading that. The one was the one that you're really into, ACOTAR.
Yeah, ACOTAR is like the fantasy one about fairies, but like it's actually so fucking good. And then I also really liked Malibu Rising, which is like a historical fiction book, but it's so good. It's about kind of like a crazy stuff that happens like in the span of like one day, but it goes back and forth. Obviously, like why it's called historical, but like. It's really good. And also Verity by Colleen Hoover, which is really, really good too.
All right, talking about now books and freaking all that. We've been gone for 3 months. I think 3 months.
I think we've been gone since May, right? Or April.
I don't know where I even left my phone, but
mine is right here.
But if you can look up the last episode when it was released, but I think it was like in April. Which is insane, which means May, June, July, August, 4 months. But I think it was like in either April or May.
I think it was April. Let me see. The last episode was April 15th.
That was the last episode that was released. So nobody knows us by now again.
April 15th.
The little people that knew what amateurish was, gone. God. But now we're coming back even like harder now though, because now it's like
Oh well, people
now
do
it's
that all the
video, freaking, you know, like now it's legit, like it's legit up now. But yeah, that was 4 months ago now. That's insane. That's fucking insane.
It's been 5 months now since it's almost September 15th.
Oh yeah. So it's 5 months that we haven't released an episode. We were supposed to be on episode like, I don't know, like freaking 40 by now or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. And we're on episode 24.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we would have rather come back like this than.
Yeah, that was the thing. Like, I didn't want to continue doing the videos. I mean, the audio only thing, and I was getting really frustrated because it was not gonna either. Nothing was gonna grow. You know, it was just gonna be audio, and then nobody's that interested. Like, the thing is, like, nowadays people want to see what you're doing as you're speaking. Mm-hmm. Like that, the thing about radio and stuff like that. That was like the thing of like kind of the past. Like, 'cause the podcast brought it back a little bit, just the audio as the radio. But people were like, then people would start releasing the video with the audio, and people were like, okay, I kind of want to see that. I kind of want to see, like, if they listen to the audio while in the car, they hear something that they wanted to see, and then they go back home and they look at to the video. I do it. Like, I go look at the video too, just to see like what they were doing exactly when they said that,
or like the face or something, you know.
Yeah, like you wanna see, like you wanna see, and that's why I was like, you know what, let's just stop recording, because also like we were kind of getting like a little like not that motivated anymore. Mm-hmm. Like we were like lackluster, like we couldn't think, like I don't know, like we were getting like away from it, like we didn't want to record anymore. But I feel like if you're on video, it's like a different thing. Like you're in the zone. Mm-hmm. Like you're like
before it would just be like on the couch, like just chilling, and I don't know, like it was like way too casual. I feel like that at that point you're just like, I don't really wanna. But like if you're like here, like sitting, and you're like in your own space, like I feel like it makes it more you know,
well, you're locked now.
Yeah,
you're locked in, and now you want to listen to more and like talk, like actually have like more of the conversation, like before,
like table talks.
Yeah, like before we were being like in the couch, like you said, and we would just, you'll be half sleeping half of the time, and I'm over here just talking because I talk a lot. If I have something on my brain, I talk a lot, and then you just shut out and you just used to go to sleep, and I'm like, okay, and then I wanted to stop the podcast. I'm like, I mean, I'm talking about myself, but then now this is like helping more. I feel like, because I feel like now we're locked in. We can't go anywhere. We got lights going straight to our face, and camera right straight to their face. So
yeah,
when you yawn, they'll see it and they'll be like, "Wow, she's getting bored." My face
is like hella itchy right now.
That's you all the time.
I mean, it's weird. Like, we haven't done this in a while, so.
I know. And that's the thing. I want to go cold turkey. And I was like, no plans, no nothing. Let's just go in and talk about all the stuff that happened in the last 4 months. Mm-hmm. So that was one thing. 182 comic books.
Our little book obsession.
30 books, right? You have bought all the time?
Like 30 or, like 30.
30, almost 40.
I mean, not counting the comics. I have like a pretty good chunk.
I feel like the audio sounds a little strange. Like it just goes dead.
I feel like that's mine. I told you mine gets weird.
It might be a setting that I have it under. I don't know. I have to look into it.
Yeah.
Okay. Other thing for me, I have a second job now. Fucking dying. But that was the reason why we came back. Yeah, we just it really sucks when you get older. It's just the responsibilities and shit. Like you can't have fun anymore, and like the way they used to.
Yeah.
I feel like I am. Like it feels kind of depressing because I'm feeling the age come. Like the age is coming.
You're literally 27. Relax.
That's rude. I'm 26, but okay. You just forgot my age? Did you just forget my age?
No. You're almost 27. That's what I meant.
No, hold on. You almost forget my age?
No.
Because I remember a whole thing that I forgot a little bit of it, and when we were first dating 2 months in, and you were mad as fuck, and we were like, I've known you for 2 months, like.
No, I actually meant you're almost 27 though.
I feel like you're lying, but I'm gonna move on.
Bruh, you didn't even remember the day.
I remembered.
You were like March 14th.
I remember the month, but
7th?
we literally talked about it once.
Okay, anyways, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Now you see, like you, it still stings you for some reason. Like you mad petty, bro. Like that was like 5 years ago, and we were 2 months in. 2 months.
Okay, I literally don't care.
Yeah, sure. I can see you. I can see it in your face. I can see it in your face.
What am I doing?
I can see it in your face. That's what literally your sister does.
What?
What am I doing like that? You guys have that same shit. That's weird.
You're being weird right now.
I don't know. What do you mean I'm being weird? I'm being completely normal.
What were we even talking about? Oh, that you have a second job?
Yeah, and I'm living a pretty depressing life.
But we have already... What have we done already? We have booked 2 trips, right? So far?
Yeah.
Wait, 2 trips, right?
Yeah. We're going to do... I mean, I need to get away.
Oh, I'm getting confused because I have 3 technically with Steph's coming. Stephanie's coming.
Your friend, yeah.
My bestie.
But that's not really a vacation.
Well, yeah, I'm literally only
It's not even a
taking,
trip
like, 1 day
either.
off.
Yeah, it's not even a trip.
Yeah,
like,
no.
She's coming to you.
But it's kind of like a day off from work, so I'm excited about that. But I'm also excited that she's coming.
And yeah, we're going away and then 2 times.
Yeah, so
like a little bit.
we have
like
some
a few
good
days.
stuff to look forward to. And then the holidays are coming, so we always have like some days off there, and then it's pretty fun. But we still have to figure that out. Holidays stuff.
I feel like this holiday is gonna be kind of depressing.
It's gonna be weird just because like obviously we're in Florida and our family's like not here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little weird. It's gonna be away from everybody.
Well, not all of our family. Not all of my family is here.
Well, none of my family's here.
Yeah.
But and I feel like we're not gonna be able to go in December.
Yeah, it's gonna be so fucking weird.
Yeah. It's turned into a depressing podcast, but okay. Anyways, yeah, we've been gone for 4 months. I do have a second job, which is annoying. But other than that, I don't know. It's been 4 months.
It's been long,
it's kind of
but
hard
I feel
to.
like it hasn't,
it's kind of hard to
summarize
analyze.
it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to analyze what you've been doing as you've been away.
Yeah, but we've I feel like we've changed a little bit, like being like staying here by like living by ourselves for the first time. I feel like we've changed.
We've lived together now for 6 months.
Yeah.
Right? 6 or 7.
Since February, it's 9, 7.
Since January.
Yeah, like 7 months. So that, and like we're planning on, doing bigger things.
No, that's 8 months.
Since January? Yeah.
That's 8 months. Damn, we've been together for.
Not really.
We've been living
because
together
my
for 8
grandma
months.
said that we came January 24th.
Yeah, but February, right? March, April, May, June, July, August, September. 8.
But it would be at the end of September, 8 months.
Yeah, but it's 8 months. We've been living together for 8 months, which is kind of insane.
Yeah.
It's kind of nuts. Do you feel like a grown up yet?
Kind of, yeah.
You do?
A little bit. What?
Nothing. Yeah, sure.
What?
No, nothing. You are a grown up, yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? Bruh, he's about to spit some fucking shit right
Nothing. I'm not gonna spit anything.
He's trying to do this
It's just that your bedroom looks exactly how it looks when you live with your mom. That's all. Like, you keep it, then you keep your side.
Okay,
the same.
first of all, I've been way better. Way better. You can't even lie. You can't lie.
I don't know if I should give you that credit.
Wow.
I don't know if I should give you the credit because the thing is, you keep doing the insanity things.
Wow.
It's just, I'm not gonna lie. I am not the most. I don't think I'm the most OCD person ever. I don't know, but I'm not. I'm not also like the most cleanliness person ever. Like I'm not gonna say that about myself. But the thing,
Bro, why does he bring this shit up on the podcast?
the thing is, I find 50 shoes around all the time. That's the thing, and we have a shoe thing right there, like
yeah,
right
but
behind
you work here, so like you don't have shoes that you're wearing all the time. Every time I get home, I'm like, fuck these shoes.
And you throw them in the middle of the fucking living room.
No,
Like,
I don't.
I just saw your shoes that was down here all the time. Like when I was like cleaning over here, I was like, oh my god, the white shoes that you.
Yeah, one pair of shoes that were under the seat because I sit
And you
here
got
all the
two
time.
over there. You know what? I'm not even gonna keep talking about this. But I'm not gonna. I'm just saying, like, it's just it's just the shoe thing, and then the pile over there. That's over here. Anyways, what else you wanna bring up?
I honestly can't like remember like crazy like shit that happened.
But it's been a lot that has happened. Like it's been
like
that.
when you know
been a
that a lot
while.
of stuff happened.
It's kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts that we have been away from what we knew for 8 months, and do you find it weird that you lived with your mom for 20 something years and then that's gone in a way?
So honestly, like it was no, like now it's like this seems like I don't remember when this was not really.
So this is like the new normal.
Yeah.
Already.
Like now, yeah, already I definitely feel that way. Like when I say home, like I mean like with you or here now.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not weird anymore. It was like before, but like when it was actually weird was when I went to visit my mom a few months ago.
Okay.
And like
you told me when we FaceTime, you were like, it's not weird.
Yeah, like I was just like in their house and I was just like, this is fucking weird. Like I was
But you lived with them for 20 something years.
But like I was just like, should I sit here? Like it was so weird.
See, that's what's weird for me.
I don't know. Like it was just weird because I felt like it was awkward. Like
why?
I don't know.
Why you had that feeling though?
I can't even explain it. Like it was just weird, like not knowing my surroundings, but like seeing my mom and Amy there and Sammy, it was like weird because like I knew them and I knew like where we were, and then like all of a sudden they're like in a new environment that I know nothing about.
Well, that could be why too.
Weird. It was like really strange. Like if it was like the same like a thing that where we lived, then I would be like, oh hey, it's my house. But like now, like since it was like totally new for me, it was really weird.
I can see that how it's like a completely new place, so you didn't know where they were,
like,
and so you went in there and you were like completely confused. What I don't get is like you saying, should I sit here, shit like that. That's what's weird for me.
I mean, not because of them. It was just like because of like I don't know. Just I feel like I was just thrown off. That's how I felt like as soon as I got there. I was just like, this is so weird. But then obviously when I stayed there for a little bit, but it was weird like seeing my mom like giving me like hospitality. I was just like, this is fucking weird. Like yell at me or something. She's like, do you want some pajamas? Like it was just really strange.
Yeah, that's weird.
It kind of felt like
I wonder how I'm gonna feel when I go back.
It'll probably feel a little bit weird for you, but since your mom already came here, it might not be that weird.
Well, that was weird when they came here. Like it was weird having them like come see my place.
Yeah, but when you go, you're gonna be in the same house.
No, yeah, I know. Like when it's the same house and everything, so it's gonna seem familiar. I lived there my entire life, so it's gonna be familiar, and it's gonna be, it's just gonna be. I wonder what weird part is gonna be. Like I wonder what that is gonna be. But when they came here, it was weird because now that having my parents here is weird. I love my parents, but it's them seeing me.
Like
in my place, like in my place for the first time, like them visiting me, like I've lived with them my entire life, so them coming to my place, seeing where I am, like them coming over visiting, that was like a weird experience.
I feel like you might get the same like thing as me is to where like your parents are kind of like catering to you in the moment when you're there, and like like every time you were with them, obviously they were not like, oh, like do you want?
Because you lived there,
like you lived there. But now like you're technically like visitor, like a visitor. You're a visitor, so like now. You're like you have to kind of show that like weird type of attention.
At first, when I was here, it was really weird being here. Honestly, not that I couldn't. I was like codependent. Like it was not that, but it was just weird because it was processing in my life like it was my entire life that so far that was my experience. You know, like childhood, teenage, and some adulthood. It was just there. You know, like my entire life experience so far, 8 months ago, was just there. Like, you know, like living with them, seeing them every single day, and like completely cutting that cold turkey and just going away to another state and not being in the same place that I was, not being with the same people that I always was. That was really weird for me.
But I feel like one upper hand that you had over me was that you had your same job and you were here at home. Like, it was like really weird for me to like meet totally.
Yeah, yours was like a completely culture shock.
Yeah,
like completely different.
Oh, it was a complete culture shock, especially like at work.
Because you're dealing with these people, like with people from here, way more.
Like even like southern accents, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Is there a southern accent from Florida?
Not everybody.
I haven't seen that though.
You
for some
haven't
reason.
seen it, but. Like
but the people that we met, you know, like the people we talked, like they never have a southern accent to me.
Because I feel like a lot of people that we've met, a lot of people that we've met, I think are like not locals. You know what I mean? Like they haven't lived here their whole life. But like I see and I meet people every day at work where like they've lived here their whole life, so they're like kind of like this. It's weird. Yeah,
but that's when you get to the sticks.
Not really though.
I don't feel like you don't see that in Orlando.
No, because like I said, like those people moved here 10 years ago or 5 years ago. Like they didn't live here their whole life. Like when you live here in Florida, you lived here your whole life. Like you have like a weird.
Well, you know, coworkers that lived there their whole lives. Do they have an accent?
No, but their way of like.
See, but they don't have an accent though.
Yeah, I mean it depends though.
You see what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's if you go more city. Even if they lived there their whole life, they don't have that type of accent. If you go to the sticks,
no. Well, okay, wait. So the
you go there.
Well, actually, no. I know one person that has lived here. She has an accent.
Okay.
Yeah.
She white.
Yeah. You know, but
Yeah, that type of way.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But
anyways, moving on.
It was kind of like a culture shock, you know. But
yeah,
I feel like we'll really.
Okay, so talk about that then. Talk about that, like that feeling, like it hits you too. Like it hits you from you living your entire life with your mom, and then it hits you with you dealing with people completely different from what you dealt with back at home.
Well, yeah,
every day.
It was really weird because like even like the people like. The way that they are here is different from like New York. Like, you know, like I was saying to that guy that we were looking at the houses and stuff, remember? And I was saying the one that we went to last time in Poinciana.
Oh, that guy.
Like, yeah, like people are really weird here. Like they're just different. Like, I don't know, like in New York, I feel like it's obviously more like liberal. So you see people that
not what we were though. Do you even know? Like that was by shock to me. Like where we were living.
Oh yeah,
it was full of freaking conservative. Like Long Island. It's
because we lived in the ghetto-ish area.
We didn't live in the ghetto-ish.
I mean, I lived in the ghetto.
You didn't live in the ghetto-ish.
I didn't live in the ghetto.
It wasn't like. It wasn't like insane ghetto. Like
okay,
it wasn't Bronx. It wasn't Bronx.
Brentwood, bruh.
It wasn't Bronx. Have
Trump
you been in the Bronx?
Went to Brentwood, bro. Like Trump literally went to Brentwood.
It's not the Bronx. Like the Bronx is different.
I mean, obviously,
like
but
the Bronx is different. Like that. It's not this. It's like it's different.
Yeah, but there was a lot of shit going on in Brentwood.
Yeah, I mean, Brentwood was not that great, but you know, you were not in the worst part of Brentwood.
I mean,
you were in Bayshore.
No, first of all, I lived in Brentwood for a long time, and then I lived in Bayshore, and then I lived in CI. So yeah, they're like not the greatest areas. Bayshore was probably the best. You were, huh? I mean, I'm not there anymore, so fuck it.
I can't name where I was. It's still there, but mine was okay.
Yeah, no, yours was fine, but like I'm just saying, I don't know. I just feel like people here, like the way that they are, I don't really know how to explain it. Like it's just.
I feel like they're more out with their racism here than what they were back home.
Oh yeah.
Like they're more encouraged in a way.
Yeah, for sure.
Where in Long Island, it's like, if you stay you stay
the
shut.
Weird one out, like, you know.
You stay quiet.
Yeah.
No, they're not the really weird one out. Again, we were where I had, like, it was pretty conservative.
Yeah.
So, and we have Republican representatives in freaking Long Island. So, like, I feel like if you were that type of person, you just stay quiet. You just don't say anything, and then you go back home, and then your neighborhood and shit like that, and everybody's kind of the same. And here it's like you see it kind of everywhere and like all little pockets.
Yeah, for
in a way,
sure.
which is kind of weird to get used to.
It's really weird, and I don't really like that part of it. Like that was kind of throwing me off a lot, to be honest.
And it's not like everybody's like, I don't want to imply that everybody's like racist. It's not that. It's just that when you see it, it's out. Like, it's out.
Yeah, like when you hear a comment, it's a bad comment, like a really bad comment.
Yeah, like it's not like oh, that was kind of racist. Like,
yeah,
but like I'm just gonna let it slide. It's like, what do you say?
Yeah,
excuse
it's
me?
not like that's kind of funny. Like, I don't know if you're being 100% serious, but like that's kind of funny. But like this was like what? Like,
yeah, you tell me some stories.
Yeah. There's some shit that I know, bruh, and that I've heard with my own 2 fucking ears that I just I was just like, okay.
See, and that's what I don't deal with that much because I'm back at home.
Yeah.
But like I kind of dealt with it a little bit because what I talk to is people from all around the country. So like I get voices from everywhere basically, and I talk to people from everywhere, but I'm not dealing with them though. That's the only difference, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I feel like both of our, we've kind of like, we have a short temper now, like with people, I feel like here, because they're just really stupid, or in general, like people in general. Now.
I've changed in that aspect, which I don't love, which I feel like, honestly, it's warm weather type shit. I don't know what it is.
Not.
I'm telling you it's true because I was this type of person in DR. I'm telling you it's a real thing. In DR, I was hot-headed and I was short-tempered type of person as a kid. And then I went to New York and I chilled out and I became like that type of Zen person. And then I came down here and in 8 months, I kind of gotten like driving. I'm like, yo, like I'm going freaking crazy with people. And I feel like it's my job too. I
just think it's your job. I don't think it's the weather. But
I feel like it's I was just looking at the time to see if we were good. Like, but yeah, we're good. I feel like it's the second job.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's the second job for you.
Because in that job,
oh, you see some lacras, bro.
Not even that. It's some fucking like it's. I don't understand how these people like go about life. Like how they get up in the morning, how are they surviving, how are they working, how do they make money? Like what are you doing?
I've seen a lot of that at work too, but it's mostly like older people, you know.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
But those are not that old.
Exactly.
People,
and then this job, it is based from Florida. So like I feel like I'm getting like a sniff of like, you know, like I don't know, but it's just people that like I'm like, how are you surviving life? Because I've talked to you, like, how do you know how to work this? Like, you know, like the type of job that it is. So it's like, how do you know not to work this? And why are you calling here about that? Like what?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck? So I feel like that is what's causing my temper to even go shorter. But everything is nice and clear as soon as I get the fuck out of the job. But it's just every single time, I don't know. I'm going to have to figure, like, I'm going to take, like, I need to take some classes of yoga or some shit or, like, do some meditation. I need to actually, like, joke aside, I need to research, like, meditation stuff. I feel like I have to, like, do that.
You do, bro. I can't even be around you, and like, because I know you're in such a like negative headspace, like with work, that I'm like, let me just go, bro. Like nothing. And you're not even
here half of the day, so like when you get here, I'm like already there. Like I'm already like in.
I'm just like, let me just go to the room right now and just read. Or something.
Already in the deeps when you get home, because in the morning it's fine, because in the morning, you know, you're getting into it. You know, like you have some sleep and it's fine. But then when you get here in the afternoon, I'm already in the deep end. Like, I'm like, listen, like, and the thing, yo, God bless the mute button, because I'll be like, motherfucker. Yeah, it's just getting me there.
I wish I had a mute button. But I just say it out loud, to be honest.
Well, the nice thing about your job is that you don't get recorded.
Yeah.
Everything I do, and even if I fart and it's not muted, they hear everything.
Yeah, but I feel like, yeah, in that way. But yeah, like I just feel like it was totally a culture shock from northern. Like, first of all, there's not like southern hospitality, I don't think. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say that. I mean, yeah, obviously we're in the South, but like, we're kind of like in the.
We're in the city type.
Yeah, like we're more in the urban. Wait, is that urban?
No.
Yeah. Urban?
Well, urban, yeah, it's kind of city, yeah, kind of city type, yeah. But yeah, no hospitality. I mean, you're gonna have your assholes and your good people no matter where you go. So I feel like that southern hospitality.
But remember, like when I came here, I was like, oh my god, everybody's so nice. Like, no,
they're fake at first.
Yeah, I feel like people are just hella fake.
That's what it is. They're fake here.
Yeah.
And that's what that guy said. That's what that guy said when we were there at the house. That I just remember when you said that is that you don't even meet your neighbors here. Mm-hmm. Like you don't meet your neighbors, but when you see them, like hi.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Like
with AK-47s on the back of the fucking shit.
Yeah.
That's the lovely thing. I don't know. Like I'm always like, that's why my self-awareness, like myself, like, you know, like safety in New York was like there, but it wasn't like heightened. Here is like up the wazoo because I feel like any motherfucker's packing because they're legally can't. You just need to have a license here, and you go into a gun shop and they can sell you any type of gun. With
like honestly, nothing. Guys, we walked into one.
Well, I walked into one because I was interested. Like I was just curious. I was curious and just seeing.
Yeah.
Because you know.
I mean, then that's fine.
If I know if I know everybody around me has one, I don't want to be the odd one out. Like I'm like I don't be the odd one out.
I don't like the idea, but anyway. Yeah. So
I don't like the idea, but I don't want to be the odd one out.
So we went into one, and y'all, when I tell you, when I saw a fucking sniper, I was like, oh, I have to go. Like, I literally had a panic attack, and it was bad.
Yeah,
I had to,
we went into one, and you were literally sweating, and I was like, relax, like that shit doesn't have no ammo in it. Like,
yeah,
it's just,
but the people though, like, it was just scary. It was just scary because. Like the people that were selling it, you could tell that they were like hella like, like I have 10 of these at home. Like these are the best ones. Like it was just kind of scary.
Well, I mean that didn't scare me. I mean I was just in there, you know, I was just trying to I don't know. Understand.
I feel like that like broad perspective, like that a lot of people are like that and have those type of things. So it was just scary in that moment.
And that's the thing. Like you have to like think about maybe you have to get one of those eventually because everybody around you has one, and if some shit just goes off, I mean, you know, you don't want to be the odd one out. It's just my trend. Like I never want to be the odd one out, like with some shit. But I was just curious, and I was like looking at it, and then I asked the guy, and I'm like, oh, like what's the process? Like how many weeks you have to wait? And he's like, oh, you get in 2 days. And I'm like, huh? And he's like, yeah, you just need your license, and they'll just run a quick thing, and then in 2 days you get the gun. And I'm like. All right, cool. Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty like.
I'll see you later. I'm like, I'll see you later. But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's scary.
It's definitely like a very different thing to get used to. But I feel like I adapt quick because like I adapted from DR to New York, which is like a different thing. Like if you grew up in DR and you get to New York, all the ball game.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people like move from DR to like the Bronx or Brooklyn, which is, I wouldn't say the same, but like.
Yeah, but we didn't move there.
Yeah, and that's why for you.
I went to Long Island.
Like a lot of people do that, like just move to Brooklyn or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I moved to Long Island and my parents just threw me into the school with, I knew 2 words in English. Fuck you. That's all I knew. Because my sisters knew, my 2 sisters knew English. So every single time they would talk English back in DR, I'll be like, fuck you. Like, I'm like, because I'm not speaking English. Fuck you. So I'll be like, fuck you. And so that's all I knew. And then that's all I knew when I got into middle school. I came here in 6th grade. I thought I was going to be put behind because I didn't know not a lick of English. But they were like, nah, you're good. and they left me in sixth grade because I moved from sixth grade from DR. I was in sixth grade, and then they left me there. And
that's weird. Imagine we would have met and you would have still been a junior.
What do you mean?
Like when we met, you were already a senior in college. Like,
yeah, I was in college.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like you would have technically been a junior in college of that year.
What are you talking? Oh, okay. If they would have left me behind.
Yeah, that would have been kind of bad because of all the shit that you did in senior year.
What do you mean?
Like we would have went to prom together. Oh wait, never mind. That's high school. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Well, you were in high school. Oh wait, but you were a freshman in college though. When I was a senior in college.
Mm-hmm. No, but I'm saying like with all like the.
No, you were not a freshman in college, were you? Oh yeah.
But no, you I already lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, like with all the stuff that you did at the end of the year, like your senior year, like with the movie and stuff.
Oh,
remember, like we barely even hung out together.
But I feel like it would have been better if we met at junior. If I was like in junior year of college.
Really?
Yeah, because we would have had more of a connection. We would have been more there, and you would have been more in tune what I was doing senior year. You didn't know what I was doing my senior year, and you thought I was not interested in you.
Yeah.
So it was like I'm out. I'm like I can't talk to you right now because I'm literally filming a movie at 3 a.m. and going to work working 70 hours a week.
Wasn't it like you were like barely texting back, or you? Oh no, you were dry, but you were not dry. That was actually just how you talked.
Well, that, and also I was editing and doing all that shit that I was doing at the same time. Like but
I thought it was just the dry thing. Like I was like, why is he texting weird like this? Like LOL.
Well, I don't text.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't know that in the beginning, so that's why I was like, oh, he literally does not like me. Like he's just like texting me just to be nice and text back. But that's literally how you are. You even still do it today.
Yeah.
Do you even like me, right?
It's just how I text. I don't like texting.
Yeah.
I don't like texting, and you love texting because every time we have a fight, you did not want to talk about it like in person. You would rather go home and text it to me, and I'm like, I don't do this.
First of all, I can't fight in person. Okay, I cry and then I can't talk. So,
see, I'm like I'm the type of person. I'm like, we have a problem. Let's just talk about it right now. I like in person touch.
No, but what was I gonna say? Oh, like about that thing back to that thing we were talking about, like moving here and stuff. Like I feel like it was what made it like super, super. Well, not what made it easy, but like what made it easier on me, I think, was that I moved here with you. Like everything didn't seem new, even though it was new. Like I knew that was like there was like this one thing. Even like obviously I have my family here, so like they weren't like totally new, but like
yeah, you have your grandma,
yeah,
your pops,
but like knowing that I was gonna come home and like I was gonna come home like to you, it wasn't like a new thing. So I feel like it made it easier, you know. Like this was,
but that was new of in itself, though.
Yeah,
you never came home to me back over there.
Yeah, so it was kind of weird, like like realizing even now, like you see when I like go to the room and stuff, because like I need my like space by myself sometimes.
And I stay in the living room freaking because I need my space too, you know. Like we but that's a good, you know. But our shit is pretty tiny right now, you know. But like when we have our house, I'm gonna have my office and I'm just gonna run away there, you know.
Yeah, but like still sometimes like I think I still struggle a little bit with that, like finding my own like space. Obviously, we can't. It's so small.
Yeah, we don't really have a space for each other, like for ourselves. Mm-hmm. I mean, I kind of have a space, but it's because it's my job. Like I have like my office, like over there. Mm-hmm. Like that's kind of my space, but it's not really a space because it's open.
Yeah, like it's not a nook. Like it's not your nook. Your little.
Like I can't wait until we have our house, and I'm literally gonna make my little office. And that's just gonna be my space, and then you can make your space like with a spare, like another office or some shit, you know, stuff like that, you know. But that's where were you going though with that?
No, I had that thought since we were talking about it, so I kind of just wanted to say it real quick.
Right, what was it again? Like it was
that like coming home to you. Like we've been together for 5 years and a half, basically. So it was like that, you know, that. What?
You were like implying some shit, bro. Like
no, I'm not.
Okay, keep going.
No, yeah, but so it was like not new, you know? Like I feel like it would be harder if we like just started dating like a year ago and we moved in together and made that huge leap. Like it would have been, I feel like a little bit.
I would have never done that. I'm the type of person that I am.
Yeah, you wouldn't have done that. But like, let's just say we did. Like, I just feel like that would have been so much weirder. Like, we were still getting to know each other in a way, you know, like, and to move in together and live like that. I feel like that probably wouldn't have worked out.
Well, that's all. A lot of relationships end quick.
Yeah,
I feel like
a lot of people move in together really quickly.
Yeah,
Like
and
3
that's
months.
why a lot of those relationships don't last, or if they do last, there's some crazy resentment created somehow, and like it's like it becomes a toxic relationship eventually.
Yeah,
But I feel like
weird.
that's why like I always like taking time. I always like taking it, like, you know, analyze slow. Like, we understood what our spaces were before we even lived together, you know?
Yeah, we
Because
already
you
know.
went home and I went home when we either got into like an argument or, you know, something happened. We will go and then come back. And that's what we kind of do here sometimes. Like, if we do have like a little bit of argument, you go to your like space, I go to mine, and then we come back and we talk about it.
Yeah.
And I feel like we understand that because we didn't jump in, you know, like now, like actually living together is exciting in the long run. Where like if you live together from the get go with just meeting the person, almost that dries up really quickly.
Because you don't know what like ticks them off, or you don't know what if they're like a fight or flight type of person, or
And you always don't understand it completely, so you always be like in that type of state.
yeah.
So that's why a lot of those type of relationships, but not all of them, but a lot of them don't last.
But yeah, I'm trying to figure out like what else. I don't really know if. Oh, you got a new car?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, what car did you get? Like, the fuck? That was hella dry.
I'm just not that type of person. And
he got a new Mazda and he loves it.
Yeah, but I'm not the type of person. Like, I always see these people.
You're not
like,
being like, hey, I got a Mazda. Fuck everybody.
Yeah, but like
else.
I always see people like,
y'all poor as fuck. Like,
no, but I always see people like posting their stuff, and I in a way, I'm like, good for you. You know, like you want to like show off you did your work, and I'm like, I want to show off because I did my work. But like, I've never been that type of person. Like, to be like, even if I work hard for something, I'm like, I like keeping those things to myself. Like, I before that car, I had like a pretty nice car, and like, but I started from like shit cars that, you know, I had a pretty shitty car
from the jump, bro. Like, I've seen it all, bro.
Well, not really, because you didn't see the car that I completely crashed.
Whatever.
But I had shitty cars, and then I got opportunities to get better cars and shit like that. You know, I don't like posting. I don't like posting stuff like that. You know, and like in Instagram or stuff like that. I have a nice car to myself. Nice.
Oh my god, this ear scratch is awesome, bro. Like, this shit was mad nice.
You know why I might post a picture about a car?
When you get your Tesla.
And that's only gonna be like, the picture's just gonna be like, finally, I worked myself to this point, and I'm just gonna put a picture of me inside the car. That's it. Like, I'm just gonna be like with a T. That's it. It's gonna be like, finally, thank you. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna also say, like moving here from New York, it could open up like being easier to move to other places too. Like getting used to that, you know. Who knows?
Yeah, because I don't know. Like, we're not totally like, we're not sold here, you know. Like,
and that's why my parents don't want to come here.
Yeah,
because we fake as fuck.
I mean, we're just new at this. Like, this is our first time living outside of our families, so this was our first like liberty place, but it's also like, oh, so we could have this, but like not here. Like, it can be somewhere else. Like, that's dope.
See, but like I that's always in my mind. Like, what other place? Like, it's just scary too at the same time. Like, what other place can there be?
Yeah, it's scary for sure. Like, a different state, like somewhere way farther away.
And that's the thing. Like, when you move into a place, you don't know where are the sketchy places, where are the good places to live in.
Yeah, like
in New York, I knew every corner. Like, I knew scary places, good places. Here, I'm still learning. It's like, I don't know where to go.
And the weird thing is that here is like around the corners is type ghetto, and then like,
that's the thing. Like, it's too close here.
Yeah, here is like literally a street away. Like, you could live in like the bougie ass area, and one street down is like
It's
literally
weird.
like dirt road, like weird.
Like in New York, you have to go a couple blocks.
Or like a city, like like oh that's the west side, or like that's it's just different.
Yeah.
Like in that like Brentwood, like, I think I lived in the north side of Brentwood, which is like a little bit better, but like the south side of Brentwood and like the east side of Brentwood was sus, like really bad. That's where like all the gang and stuff were. So it was like really bad there. So like we knew like, oh, we're not gonna go on that street. Like I still remember like those streets, like that's a bad street, or like you could literally get shot, or like that's a gang street. Like everybody knew that, so you knew not to.
Wasn't
go
there
there.
like a whole thing going on where the car shit, the blink shit, the lights, the headlights?
Yeah, but that happened. Yeah, that's always happened. Like that's kind of like a historical thing.
Historical?
Yeah, like that's happened. I've seen that like on TV a lot.
Huh.
Like from crime shows from like back then. Like they would do that. They would just blink. They would leave their headlights off. And sorry. And
You are done for the night.
And then if you like blink to like turn their lights on or whatever, they'll follow you and like they'll kill you, or they'll like go follow you to your house and they'll like come back or like kill your family or something.
Jeez.
It's weird, but like people actually did that, which is scary. But that's like a gang initiation type thing though. So
Well, that was a nice way to end it. Anyways, it was a nice comeback. Again, we are going away on a couple trips, and we are going to be vlogging them and putting them on Patreon. Now we are going on Patreon, guys.
yeah, we're actually gonna do the damn thing.
We're going to be legitimately on Patreon. Now we finally are on video. So you're going to be seeing us on Patreon, extra episodes on the Patreon. We're always going to be still releasing. Are we going to keep the Wednesdays? You're going to keep it on Wednesday? The Wednesday energy? But we'll be releasing this episode in the next week. So that's going to be releasing either if we're going to keep it on Wednesday or Monday. Either of those 2 dates.
Yeah, we'll figure.
Yeah, this is going to be the comeback episode. It's going to be releasing on YouTube, all platforms, audio-wise. And when we release that episode, for sure, go to the Patreon. Amateurish is on the Amateurish podcast Instagram, or our links are there. And you can go there into the Patreon, because when we release this, the vlog is going to be up, most likely. The vlog of the trip that we're gonna do,
the little vacation.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that, and we're gonna be vlogging more too, and that's all gonna be Patreon though. And the YouTube is just gonna be the weekly episode of Amateurish. Anyways, it's been real.
That is so exciting.
Say bye. And do this real quick. It's been real.